Dripping just like sake. Tell them back about me. All about my cheese, cheddar, mozzarella, broccoli. That mean I be eating. Really catch me tweaking. Know that I be working, baby, even on the weekend.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Diesel, aka the Lone Wolf. We're here for another episode of Sake Sundays. You see, we got the sake, and I got this right here for our guests. It's some lapis from our sponsor, God's Favorite Jewels. And with that being said, I'm gonna let our guest go ahead and tell the people who he is.
Set me up. My name is DJ Teo. LA native now, really from the Bay Area. Just around music and film and entertainment as a whole. So long. So 10 toes down with it now. Excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. Oh, how long have you been in LA now?
About, I would say, we're in June right now. So it's just like November, October, November.
So new.
Pretty fresh, yeah.
Yeah, how you liking it so far?
I like it a lot. I did some traveling around, some moving around to see where it would be, where like I would move to next. And I was in LA so much that it just made the most sense to come here. So,
Oh, what part of the city you in?
I'm in West LA.
West
Beverly. Yeah, I'm in Beverly.
Okay, yeah, no, you gotta like it up there. You can't complain.
It's smooth. It's
Yeah.
nothing. I don't want to say nothing to worry about, but it's calm. I like it.
No, yeah, of course. So what all you getting into? I just see you had a big meeting, big weekend coming up.
So yeah, basically what I primarily do is I'm a DJ. I'm a music supervisor, so I put music in the film, documentaries, commercial, ads, etc. Executive producer, so I bring people together to make music projects and everything, including doing it with film. And I founded a few companies, and that revolves around like hospitality groups, venues, app as well. I've done a few things. I think LA is a good place to be for what I'm involved with for sure.
No, definitely anything music or technology and app based.
Yeah,
You're right at home.
exactly.
But what started it all?
So what started it all was I was just always on the aux cord at all these different parties. So essentially DJing found me. Being from the Bay Area, you know, it's pretty much a high standard of like people that have came before me. They've pretty much showed the ropes in a good way, and they've all done their due diligence with making sure that the next generations were pretty much good to go. Yeah, I was always on the aux cord. Next thing you know, I buy the equipment, ended up moving out to Michigan to go to my first college and just started DJing there. And it was pretty fun. It was all college parties, basement parties, frat parties, sorority parties, black frats, and sororities, and the BSUs. And it was actually a really good time. Colleges.
You spent all 4 years out in the Midwest?
I spent one.
Okay.
So I was in and out, man. The winters is brutal. I was far away from home too. So I ended up transferring Weaver State, Utah. Where, yep.
Never heard of.
Yeah, it's where Dan Miller, right?
Okay.
It's about.
Were you there the same time?
No. He was like about 6 years, 7 years. About 6 years before me, if I remember
You
correctly.
ever come to the homecoming?
What do you mean?
See homecoming football, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I play football.
Oh no! I was saying he's a famous athlete.
Oh, yeah.
Come back there, homecoming.
Oh, yeah. He does.
Sport.
He does an alumni game every year.
Bet.
And I actually DJ it. It's pretty fun.
No.
We're doing the next one in August. I'm excited. Excited to always be a part of that. His camps as well too. Did something with All-Star Weekend as well.
That's dope.
Yeah, good guy. He set Weaver up good. It's responsible for Adidas, and it was a good time there. Moved to Salt Lake City by myself and kind of climbed the ladder within the music industry as a whole.
Was that after school or
After school, yeah.
Okay.
So I moved there in 2020. I got done in 2021. Moved there until 2024 last year, and just moved straight out here.
All right, so you were in the Bay, and then you went to the Midwest, and then it was cold.
Yeah.
So you transferred.
To the cold. I cold mountains. That was a cool thing. And then back to the morning weather. Went south.
Yeah, I'm from Ohio, so Michigan is right there.
Yeah, what part of Ohio?
Small town.
Okay.
Worcester.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Never heard of that one.
No, exactly.
I did a lot of stuff over there too. Like I did stuff at Ohio State. We played a lot of D2s over there as well too. Pretty familiar with Ohio.
And you play football
Yeah, I played football
in college?
Yeah, it was.
How was that?
It was cool. Davenport University. That was in Grand Rapids. So I was in Chicago and Detroit a lot during my time there. It was cool. It was a good time. Taught me a lot of lessons in life, and it kind of just translated to real life.
What position?
I was a long snapper.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
big challenge. That's a big challenge.
Scholarship?
Scholarship, yeah. I'm a Scally fan.
Glad to see it.
That's the reason why I left out of Cali. I wish that California school offered me, but everything happens for a reason.
No, I understand. I always wish I had came to school in Cali.
Yeah.
No, I'm out here. I'm like, maybe it was cool. Wait,
I would say the same thing. So yeah,
you feel me? To be 18 in the middle of LA, dog.
can it? Yeah.
Nah,
I would have
been in trouble.
been a different person. I like to say that.
Completely.
I would have been a different person. But it's a whole different path. And
Yeah. I was just like, some of the invites and phone calls and situations,
Yeah.
I just overhear from people I know. I know I would have been there too.
Yeah. That's a mature perspective. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how you know you've matured past all that.
Or you didn't because, damn, I'm excited now. So I can only imagine how excited I would have been if I was 19. No, 100% what you said. Definitely coming from a place of maturity.
Yes.
To the top.
No, I've done, man.
And so, when did you start DJing?
So I started 2016 summer, right before I left to go to school. It was more just an idea, and then as football season started, win or lose, we would party. It was pretty fun. I mean, it's very.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
Grand Rapids, so there wasn't anything else much to do but to get some Four Locos and turn up.
Bro, I'm not laughing because I'm thinking like, oh wow, I'm laughing just because it's funny.
I know you lived it. The Midwest people drink a lot. I think so. I've seen a lot of people that came from there. I've seen a lot of people that lived out there. While I was out there, I was drinking a lot too. So that's the biggest sake bottle I've ever seen.
Oh.
Well,
You like sake?
I do. It's been a minute too. I didn't have to get sushi or nothing for it.
No, I just had some sushi last night. What's your favorite sushi?
Can't go wrong with the shrimp tempura's. I'm that guy. I love
Simple.
anything involved with shrimp tempura's, the rolls. Like the Vegas roll?
I don't really
Yeah.
eat shrimp too much. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I cut off the shrimp, lobster,
All like the
critters.
the craters, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's tough though.
I'm not gonna lie.
Easy to cook.
Easy to cook, easy to order. It's not like I don't like it.
Okay.
But why don't you like it? I was like, I can't even say I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't eat anymore.
Yeah. Especially when you figure out where they really, like where they're at in regards to the seed.
You feel me? Yeah.
It made
little crustaceans, the crusties. It is what it is. I don't know what I'm trying to say to make people like, ew.
Yeah.
I don't want. I'm like, nah. If you eat it, eat it. I used to eat shit too, dog. It's good. If you didn't make the conscious decision on your own accord, don't let me change it.
Yeah, no,
I mean, from out here too, the bed, it's fresh. Like,
yeah. A lot of good food. A lot of people that know how to make good food. Oysters are top tier out there, especially if they're grilled.
what's your favorite thing that you haven't found a replacement for out here?
As far as food,
Yeah, that's in the bed.
roast beef sandwiches are up there. There's a place from my hometown called Joe's. It's really good, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I'm tripping. There's one near Dodger Stadium. It's hella good.
I would say I'm not
Like-
like damn, but roast beef sandwich. I feel like
French dip. That's what I meant. French dip. It's actually really good. I used to live near it, near Dodger Stadium. I forgot the name. I think it might be called Phillips. Top tier. It got hella reviews. It's been there for years, like decades. Man, I can never replace me. Filipino food. We'll say that. We'll put it out there. Filipino food. Mexican food is top tier out here.
bro, I didn't even eat Mexican food until I moved out here.
Oh, really?
I lived in Washington for years.
Yeah.
And there was a food truck. My cousin came to visit. I had lived wherever I was at for over a year. My cousin came to visit, and he was like, "Yo, how's this taco truck?" Never had it.
Yeah.
But he got it one day.
Yeah.
He got it every day for the next like 4 days after.
That's how you know.
So once he left, I tried it. Bro, best beans and rice I've ever had.
Okay, see?
I don't have to make.
Okay, yeah.
I had my fair share of beans and rice,
For real.
dog. Like,
For real.
but yeah, and then after that, slowly but surely, and then I moved to OC when I first got out here, and I met a girl in Santa Ana.
Yeah.
Bro, she gave me some homemade tamales.
Oh, yeah. Game changer.
It was over. Whatever she told me to eat, I tasted it.
Yeah. Man.
Except for ass.
So,
If she seen it, she told me to eat that too. You know me.
so let me ask this. What's your favorite Jamaican spot out here?
Oh, it's right over there. Is it Hungry Joe's? Hungry Joe's, Hungry Howie's is literally like 10, 15 minutes from where we are right now.
Okay.
I believe it's Hungry Somebody's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard of it too, actually.
Bro.
Try it.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah. Beef patty with the cheese melted in, dog. Yeah, man. And without, honestly, everything I've had from there was good. Oxtails,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's get to that.
Yeah.
I'm out there to get that.
Usually I
Get
get
that
curry.
Okay.
I got some jerk, dog. I made a video. It was so good I made a video. Hungry Howie's or Hungry Joe's. I think it's Hungry Joe's, and it's literally right up the street.
I've definitely heard it. I heard of that for sure. It rings a bell. Okay, hell yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm a big fan of Jamaican food too, especially when I've been to Florida a few times.
Yeah.
It's kind of right there. I live a lot of big Jamaican presence, especially in New York too.
Islanders in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still need to get out there, bro.
To where? Oh yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
I would recommend Miami. I would recommend Miami, especially if you're single. So if you're watching this, if you're single, go to Miami before you get in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, like I am now, I just have vacations. I just enjoy it, see it for what it is, take a boat ride somewhere. It's fun. Miami, you get the elevated lifestyle, feel it all the time.
What? Great. All right. What was your top experience in Miami? Actually, let's take the shot. You got me thinking about food. Take the shot instead. Your Miami memory.
I think there's two sides to the spectrum. So it was like, what was my most favorite experience with Miami, and what was my most humbling experience, right? Because you get that out there. You get very, very wealthy people. I wouldn't say rich. You get wealthy people that are out there. I kind of mess it up for everyone else too, because they're already like 50, 60, and they have nothing to do with their money other than shit. So basically, the best experience, probably yacht experience. It was a good time to experience it with my very close friends. We had a good time selling the boat. In my head, I'm like, damn, I'm really on a yacht in Miami. It's everything I kind of like dreamed of in a way. I didn't dream of it necessarily, but it's it was a fun thing to do. It was a fun imagination.
Cinematic life highlight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
During that time on the yacht, I was getting tatted, so I got a tat on the yacht. It was pretty dope. He did a good job too, so no crooked lines or anything. And the most humbling experience, I went there for something called Art Basel. That's basically Miami's fashion week. I got booked out there as a DJ for like a day event, but I was out there for the whole week. And one of the nights we went out, it was like a weekend night, and I ran into my best friend. So I was with one of my really close friends. I ran into my best friend when I was a child from the Bay Area, and we all synced up. We were kind of just going from spot to spot. We got invited to a few places, and we tried to just go to this one spot. It's called 11. Everyone knows around 11. And then they have, I'm pretty sure 11 is connected to a rooftop bar, and then they're next to club space. So if I'm mistaken, please correct me. But basically, to get into 11, I think the minimum that night was at least 50 to 60K for like the bottom tier tables. To get in, and they're turning down everybody. They're turning down women, men, everybody. And to get into the rooftop bar just to eat and get into the lounge, really, it was like 20K, 15K minimum. And then club space kind of circulate. It rotates all day, like within their schedule, so it doesn't ever really close. But they just have like a period where they like kind of have restaurants do. They close. Start the next shift. Yeah. And
everybody got to take a break.
Everybody got to take a break. So our Basel is a part of the billionaire circuit. So just being around that type of wealth, it kind of inspired me to about, okay, one day I'll have it. You know what I mean? And one
I'm
day
not gonna lie, 50,000.
Yeah.
To go to the club.
Yeah.
Certain things, you meet people.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk at the club?
No, it's pocket change. That's how I saw it. And that's what pocket change is to some people. At some point, I'll probably get something close to it. Not spending on a section, but at least having that to like throw to something.
No, 100%. Yeah. To have that mindset towards that amount of money.
Correct.
Where it's like, never mind.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Exactly.
Oh, with that being said, I'm just looking over there. I already did. How you got started? Well, you said you got started DJing once you went off to college, but you had the idea right beforehand.
Yeah.
What moved you from just DJing into further into music?
So, I saw things a lot as like a low-hanging fruit in a lot of different ways. And I'm still actively, searching for those, putting planting those seeds for it to blossom and grow. I think with everything else, and DJs probably won't talk about this, or they will be transparent about it, is like you can't just be a DJ. Like by default, like event coordination will find you, producing will find you, touring will find you, something else will find you and propel you to like kind of grasp onto, like radio, you know, just stuff like that. And my mindset within becoming a DJ was like, okay, I can't just be a DJ, and this won't be just my main source of income. So after seeing other people kind of put me on game and like seeing other people's situations and seeing how it kind of like unfolded for them and how they kind of manifested and put those efforts of essentially just making stuff happen in other different ways, it made me really motivated to like, okay, I just have to like get to it other ways. And that's where the executive production came into play. That's where the music supervision came into play. And that's where like the founding, the venues and event coordination came into play as well.
What was the first project you did the music supervision for?
I did an indie project based out of Utah, and it was fun. Like we had a great time. We were screening Sundance in the film festival and everything. And that was a kickstart for me. Like, oh, okay, well, I kind of got lucky with being a part of a good team to do the post production because not everyone gets submitted to Sundance, let alone locally. So people from all over the world travel for that. And I'm like, well, if this is like the standard that's greater for me, then I just have to keep going and keep working with people and basically just keep learning and growing. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So kind of do everything within sync, being a music supervisor, music coordination, and overseeing music projects made directly for film projects, for production companies specifically. So just kind of do it all, and it's fun. It's fun. It's another way to have fun with music as well.
Oh, explain sync licensing for any artists or people who just don't know it.
Yeah, so a brief rundown of it basically is when you're. So for me, I'm a music supervisor. So the music supervisor, when I am a music supervisor for some projects, I'm working directly with the film. So I'm getting music from sync agencies and sync agents and playlists they put together to essentially put into the film and work hand in hand with the directors, producers, editors, and everything like that. With sync coordinators, you're like an A&R in a big way. That's a way I've heard it. I think it's a big. It's smart to say that as well too, because you're essentially finding talent and you're seeing what will fit where, and you kind of just bridge those connections for people to get placed into shows, commercials, feature films, short films, and stuff like that.
So essentially using the artist's music as the backing tracks for scenes and different movies.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what exactly actually is. So yeah, appreciate that. Right down.
No, of course. There's not everybody.
Yeah.
Even saying music supervisor is like you watch the music.
Yeah. No, for real. And that's kind of how it all started. One day I was just in the movies. I think it was Avengers I was watching, and then it had to be another good movie too. I'm pretty sure it was Black Panther, where I was just like, who the hell puts music, these songs in these films?
Yeah.
And how do they even get clearance, and how much it costs, and everything like that. So I just started looking it up, and next thing you know, I started YouTubing stuff, I started reading into things, I started attending the events, I started meeting people in the space, the film space as a whole, and kind of just placed myself that way. As many times I was coming to LA, going to New York, going to festivals, film festivals, kind of always worked out like that.
No, that's one thing that's super important. And I'm going to restart these real quick, but it brings us perfectly to one of your points.
How's it going so far? Cool?
Yeah, no, everything's great. So that's one thing you had written down is talking about relationships and how they're so important. And so you just said from putting yourself in the atmosphere where people who do these things are at is what essentially led to you finding space for yourself.
Correct. And I think being in the industry is relationship based. I don't know any other way to put that. The relationships will take you, and your relationship and your network will take you to heights you can never imagine. But I think that's just a life thing. Life is just about who you know and kind of what you want to do with your network and how you want to grow like that.
Yeah, for sure. What's your biggest tip to anybody who wants to grow their network?
I think it's about determine the type of person you already are. Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? And do you want to grow your network virtually or in person? You know, if it's virtually, you gotta like research on ways you could grow your networks on Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever, you know, because there's direct formulas to actually get virtually known. And in person, you're just going to have to shake a lot of hands. The best way to put it. And I don't know, if you're going to go to events, you're going to go to things where you're like, man, what am I doing here? But you never really know what you could get out of that. And once you build basically a network of a good relationships with other people that know about good events going on, your email subscriber list looks good, and you get invited to a lot of different things. As much as just saying yes or no to RSVP, yeah, I would say that's the difference. Is if you want to get known virtually, if you want to get known by a face-to-face basis, either one works. And if it's a mixture of both, then it's a mixture of both.
And so you're just saying to make sure you're paying attention to events of like RSVP. What's the easiest way you found to get in the know for stuff happening in LA?
I just ask it around, like, hey, like ask the security, ask its staff members, going to different markets. So I would travel a lot and just see what is going on in these different markets and who to connect with. Because there is a high chance, whether people want to believe it or not, that you'll see people again, especially if it's all within the same synergy and all within the same industry and environment of what's going on. And yeah, I would say travel and see what you would want to do. But if you can't, you know, do stuff local. If not, collab with other people and host things and host events. You kind of never know where it could take you, especially if it's a passion, you know. But that's what I did and kind of panned out. And
You used to host events?
You said what?
You used to host events? All night?
Yeah, so we got to talk about that too. I got a lot of stuff coming up, networking panels, summits, obviously clubs and stuff like that. Everything else in between. LA got it, so you know it's cool. That I'll really gotta drive too far or fly too far down for it.
Well, what are the next networking events?
I don't know. I'm thinking about doing one late July. So I'm dropping an album. So by the time this is out, the album should probably be out. It's going to be called Final Year. I'm going to be doing like a 7-8 city tour, just like my close networks, and doing a live listening experience. I'm going to do a live band, some music professionals there, and like giveaways and stuff like that too, some sponsors and everything. And yeah, the live band is basically just going to play the whole time, and they're going to play some of my songs, and the other people that are there, they'll perform as well too from those markets. But I want it to be more of a networking atmosphere.
You got to perform or just play the new tape?
I'm gonna play the new tape. Yeah, I don't necessarily like get on the mic and perform, other than DJing, but I'll hop on the mic and like announce it, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Got a lot of people together for this tape. It's 14 songs in. First of many, honestly. It took so long. Ben said I was going to do this, but, you know, clearances and everything happens when it happens and why it's happened up to this point. But it's a pretty good project with some other people. I'm excited, fortunately.
What's the thing you're looking forward to the most for the release and the tour?
I think what's exciting for it is just to, like, create my own projects because, you know, as a DJ, I play so much other people's projects.
Yeah.
And I'm involved with other people's projects. I'm like, let me just drop it under my name now. You know, and that's what I'm excited for. And I think as a creator of music, or as someone that's been on the music side of everything, I've always been a fan of the creation side. And as a creator, it can reach way different heights, and it can reach a lot of different markets. And from hearing a lot of other people's stories on where their music has reached, it's, you know, it's kind of, it's endless, honestly. You know, it can live forever too. But kind of want to create a lasting impact like that also.
Let's take a shot to the release.
Let's do it, man. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats on your tour.
Let's.
Be safe. I'd say avoid the thoughts, but you said you got a girl.
Yeah.
I guess avoid the thoughts even more.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh.
We step on them. any given chance.
How's it been navigating like DJing and nightlife with having a relationship?
I think what's been interesting is like I definitely have seen like the side of nightlife like in ways other people haven't unless you're in it. But most of the staff and most of the people that go out and do it like on a day-to-day, weekly basis, they don't even get too turned up because that takes a toll. You know, at some point, it disintegrates your body to perform you the best way, being out, having energy levels high, stuff like that. And I think what's helped me basically stiff arm a lot of like females and just things that
Negative connotations.
yeah, negative connotations. It's just staying true to myself and knowing that it does. I don't have to prove anything to anyone, and yeah, I'm there to just work and leave. Essentially, now I love going home after. Like I'm not really an after hours person anymore. I own an after hours club, and not out here, but I've been a part of that life for so long. It's like I'm kind of over clubs, but I know it's in me to be that day. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you.
Like, I'm still fairly younger, so it's really fun to be at them and kind of pushing a new wave of everything going on and just being around notable people in that way too to further connect and people I connected with in the past. But that's why I was saying like I want to do basically a variety of events out here, whether it's live listening experiences, networking events, you know, film events, yeah, kind of everything, you know, auditions, just screenings, just I've seen it all out here and kind of want to do it all.
No, I hear that part.
Yeah.
I hear that part.
And not overdo it. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to, you know, I think burnout is just a sign of you're doing too much. Your body telling you, all right, you got to chill out. Because it does happen, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to overdo it. I have. That's how I know. I have. I definitely have.
Or what are some signs of burnout that you could tell people to look out for?
Drinking too much energy drinks, trying to find like artificial energy from different places. Falling asleep out of nowhere at the wheel during the day.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? Like that gets tough too. Missing your flight. Missing your flight is definitely an indication because I hate missing my flights. You know, because I get basic because I know I'm gonna make it, but now I get the refundable flights just in case. You know what I mean? But I think there's a lot of signs, especially health wise, that'll tell you like, okay, like you got to cut back on certain things to basically elevate your experiences with other things and other people, relationships with your loved ones. You know, that's the most important.
Oh, with being so busy, what would you say are some things that help keep you grounded?
So I think what keeps me grounded is just picking a day where I don't do anything, or maybe I work, but it's remotely. I just pick one day to do nothing. It helps. Every day of the week differs from like what day of the week it is, but that helps me a lot. I think just knowing how far I've gotten to up to this point and praying and manifesting and meditating on like where I want to get to, but how far I came and basically what route it could have been up to this point. I kind of what we were talking about. Okay, if I was in LA earlier, what would have happened at this point, you know? And I think sometimes, I don't want to get lashed back for this, but sometimes I drive through kind of like predominantly, not predominantly, but just bad areas, you know, places that would be considered bad, probably near Skid Row sometimes, probably near the Tenderloin in San Francisco. To basically ground myself to be like, okay, well, it could get bad. No, it could have got like this. And, you know, everyone's situations here, we really don't know what's happening to them, but there was a reason. And it keeps me grounded to know that I have a roof over my head. I have a car to drive. I have 2 feet. You know, I have 2 arms. I'm fairly healthy. You know, I'm living a healthy lifestyle. I have a good relationship with my loved ones. And I still have contact with my loved ones. I think sometimes I don't like to compare my situation, but even just experience it like third world countries, that has basically grounded me to know that there's more things to life that matter. Yeah. Money, appearance, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Good answer.
I don't know.
With how the industry is going with AI and everything, what are your thoughts on the current state of music?
Yeah, so I think it's interesting. I think what's the biggest debate right now is if music is created with AI. But I essentially think it's a tool. So it is not on the creation side. You know, I think it could be a tool to basically cut time. It could be a tool to broker deals. It could be a tool to make it seem like you have a manager. You know, like it's pretty interesting how many ways I've leveraged AI and how it's helped me get 5-figure deals, 4-figure deals, and basically just look like I have my shit together, you know. And as of now, I am fully independent, and everything is through myself. But I have utilized AI to act as it was my manager to have conversations with other people. Not like on the phone, but more so like email threads and text messages and stuff like that. And it's helped out a lot. There's a lot of like good platforms coming out created by creators that are essentially there for, you know, people like us are just getting to it. You're trying to just cut time and got a lot going on. You can't have a manager because you can't get 20% to nobody, you know, or anybody. As far as the creation side, that's a touchy subject I don't have too much knowledge on yet. But we'll see. You know, it's 2025. We don't know what will happen from here, you know. So
I mean, Timbaland signed an AI artist.
exactly. So, but I'll say this. I did see a comment on Twitter, you know, like about it. It was like, you just got to know what investing is as a whole, and to the audience out there too. It's essentially just money, you know. There's a dollar sign behind what you did, you know. So
No, yeah, and that's what I was telling somebody that was like, they were like, so surprised.
yeah,
And I was like, bro, he just essentially made royalty free album because he owns every aspect of it.
Correct.
Like,
Correct.
He doesn't need singers anymore. Like,
yeah.
He doesn't rap. Like, you feel me? Like, when's the last time you heard Timbaland lay a verse?
Did a minute.
You feel me? So I was like, now he could put every song in his mind out.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm a big fan of that because I be listening to shit. I be at the gym. I be just walking. I be just doing random stuff. Like, man, that just sounds dope. So if there are components that make you like, you know, really get to it, I don't know. I don't know. Because will I try it? Will I be one of the first test users and everything? No. But if it starts picking up some traction and people start doing it and start generating something off of it, hey.
I mean, I feel like if you're going to try it, you'd have to be ahead of it now.
Yeah, correct.
You feel me? Because, like, once someone does find a way to monetize
Yeah.
the 100,
Yeah, right.
everybody's gonna, you feel me? Once you have 100 AI artists in the same 6 months, you feel me? Which one's really about to be popular?
Yeah, for sure. I think you'll know this too. Like the process of creating music is just such a beautiful thing. You know, like that's something you can't get back. And for me, I already work directly hand in hand with producers and songwriters and
It's already AI for you.
yeah.
It's like-
I'm not actually doing the work. I just have the idea.
You feel me? It's like, instead of plugging it into the computer, I just gotta wait a little longer.
Yep. You know, so you gotta link up with people just like this and be like, all right, what are you doing? What do you want to do? Create, you know? And that's amazing. That's why I like to say executive producer, you know, because I'd rather do it that way than to learn as of now. But who knows? I think at some point, especially if time frees up, definitely get into the production side of things.
That's kind of what I was saying earlier. It's like, I learned how,
Yeah.
and then I learned how much time it took.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, like, the difference between knowing it and perfecting it
Correct.
is that we could do it, but the time trajectory. And I don't like to waste time.
Exactly.
And I damn sure don't want to waste your time.
Yeah, exactly.
I just preface with that. Like, yeah, we can. Don't get impatient.
Too.
Like, but,
And
no,
that-
but
that's-
also, this is the one thing I've realized is just like, there's so many other people
Yeah,
with other talents.
correct.
So I don't necessarily have to know, you feel me?
Yeah.
But if I understand how to put it together, I can still play my part.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And I agree with that. And that's why I got nothing but love and respect for people that are on the creation side of music, whether they're producer, engineer, mix and master, the artist, songwriter. You know, there's so many components that go into making a song, especially when you get to that A-list level, B-list level. You know, it's like a freight train with that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when we're independent and like the positions I'm like currently around with other people is like, you know, it's just them and like a small team. But, you know, then you get around the A-list people Like I don't have to go down that list. You know, there's a lot going into like them creating and what gets returned out of that. You know, and I think it's a little bit more pressure, especially if you own your own. You know, if you own everything, that would be the most pressure ever. I think back to your question earlier, the reason why I got into it is because I do want to stay independent. I want everything done by myself. I want just the control in my hands. That's like my music. That's a fun thing.
Yeah, no, for sure. To touch on the AI just one more time, about the process of it, talking about generated lyrics, and I was like, all right, let's see. And then I recorded it, and I was like, that sounds so, like, drop.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, I thought I sauced it, like,
Yeah.
but just the structure of it
Yeah. Yeah.
sounded drop.
Okay.
Like, I was like, oh.
So that's a good sign, though.
It is, but not everybody's gonna feel that way. Especially because I've written songs for however long, so it's like I know what I feel like when I rap my song.
Yeah.
I know what it sounds like when I listen to a song that somebody was feeling.
Yeah.
And so I had to question: is it the amount of energy I was putting into it, or is it just the energy of the writing is boring?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. All I know is I was like, I don't know.
I think where the industry wanted to stop AI was with the recreation of music. So like the fake songs with the artists, like
actual vocals.
yeah, the actual vocals making it like say whatever lyrics on whatever track.
Yeah.
But some of them edits was really dope. I'm not gonna lie. Some of them fake songs that were getting put out, they had to put us out to that. They're like, YouTube was running up.
Right.
SoundCloud was running up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
The
crazy.
Drake album? One of those Drake albums was actually hot.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Bro, one of those was actually hot. 'Cause
Yeah.
there was two of them that, like, got to stay out because they took them down and everything.
Yeah.
But there was one of them, dog, that, like, a month after it, like,
Yeah.
it kind of died down. I was like, what was that? AI album, dog. It was one, now I'm probably about to go look it up. That's how hard it was, dog.
I'm saying.
Like, it hit the way, what was that? If You're Reading This?
Yeah.
The first time I ever listened to If You're Reading This, that's the way this AI tape was hit, dog.
Okay.
I was like,
That's
this crazy.
That's crazy.
He was like, envelopes coming in the mail. Oh, yeah.
We might be talking about the same one too.
It probably is.
Because they had to put a stop to that. That shit was not okay.
There's only one of them that was hot.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there was some where you said they were good.
Yeah,
Nigga,
yeah.
this one was hot.
Yeah, I could have been a hit.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Drake, just snatch it.
Yeah.
It's only been a week, dog. Put this shit back out. Like, you put it out.
Yeah.
dog. This is a lot of things.
We create.
It was Bryson, or what was it? Quentin Miller, these niggas.
Yeah.
Like, you remix it.
Let me ask you this. So on the AI side of production, is it going to be like easier for people to just produce?
But I'm gonna say this.
Is it as bland as?
Then I don't know. I haven't tried to make an actual backtrack
Yeah.
with AI.
Okay.
I know that people are doing it.
Yeah.
And I know that people have said that they've successfully sold their songs for syncs.
Yeah.
So my bigger question is, how many people are going to bridge the gap between production and syncs?
Okay.
Because they don't have to tell anybody.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's my biggest
Same.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it isn't boring or whack, like,
And it just fits the.
and the person isn't someone who's like, if you're asking someone about a song and they can't answer any of the details and they're asking what is a BPM,
Yeah.
like, how did you get into this conversation?
Right, yeah.
But if it's someone who's knowledgeable and has music that came out 5 years ago, you're like, all right, bet, that was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
And if it's someone who understands music, because like part of what predicates whether it's good or not is how well you prompt it.
Okay.
So if you actually know how to make some shit slap,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's kind of just up.
Yeah, it's up. That's what I'm saying. Actually, the benefit. It's a tool. Like I said, it's a tool.
It's just, yeah, I don't know. I just think part of it is with labels arguing for who owns it. I think that's really what the biggest problem is.
Yeah.
And of course, for indies and smaller artists and stuff like that, they're going to say nobody.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Correct, yeah.
Like, I think that's the biggest issue is copywriting and filing ownership of something that technically you didn't create.
Yeah.
Or like they'll probably make you pay. This is honestly probably what will happen. They'll probably make you pay a larger subscription fee to use the AI
Okay.
in order to have the right to the copyright.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna
We're gonna a year from now, we're going to look back.
I was saying, come back to this in a couple of years and see what happened. I won't be surprised if I'm right, honestly. And I feel like that is probably going to be what happens, but also only to a certain extent.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, are they going to cover it across photo, video, sound? I don't know.
Yeah.
Video, I don't know. I feel like they might say you have to make your own AI and then only like prominent. I mean, you gotta have bread to build your own AI, empower it, and then be able to generate full length movies.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you can, then why can't you copyright it?
Exactly.
You feel me? I think that might be like a longer realm that they'll go.
Yeah.
Or just hella expensive. You feel me? It's like you can already do it now with like Adobe and Envato, where you can use templates and scans and you feel me, and like images.
Yeah.
And either pay for a lease.
Yep.
They do it with beats.
Yeah.
They do it with beats.
It's the same thing.
You know what I mean? Instead of buying the master, you buy a lease.
Yep.
And you only get so many rights to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what they're going to end up doing.
Yeah. Let's see how it pans out. But there's going to have to be regulations, not even through what we want, but it's just what the IRS would want.
Oh, yeah, no.
But
You're not going to be copying the people.
yeah.
I mean, this is the thing. What was the Tupac hologram? AI.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It was controlled AI.
Yeah, right.
You feel me? That's all it is the more you allow people to do it, they're missing revenue. Or it's like, what happens to the revenue?
Yeah.
The AI Drake tape, like, the person who put it out probably got copyright checked because it sounded like Drake.
Exactly. Just like Drake.
But then Drake also doesn't own any rights to it.
Yeah.
So YouTube is just generating hella empty ad dollars. You feel me? That's great for YouTube.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn. You feel me? And that's really what it all just comes down to. It's just who's getting paid.
Yeah.
And who's paying us for it.
That's true.
Labels is like, nah, this is too much money, not coming here.
Yeah.
We don't care if they're not getting paid out. Like, somebody got to get paid out. That happens. Shit, those tapes probably at the pool, Lily.
Yeah.
Half a billion views. So
Yeah.
It's still up. I know it's still up. So
Yeah. No.
you feel me?
So
I don't give a damn. Drake's rich.
No, he's. We all know he's good. And just as far as like that, like outside, not outside the music industry, but outside the music creation space with AI, there is a pretty dope app. It's called FYI. It's created by Lil I.am, and they're actually based in Hollywood. And been to a few of their events. I've been to a few of the things they've been hosting. Essentially, it's an app where you could basically monitor your projects. You could create projects for other people within the community to see. You could enhance them. You could use AI. Like they basically have like a written AI and they have like a voice AI. And you could talk to the AI person and they'll talk to you just like how we're talking right now today. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And then like, what should I wear today? Or like, hey, like, if I were to get in AI music, like what should like I think about and what way should I take it? Or like, hey, if I was drinking sake, you know, like how much do you think I should drink? Just stuff like that, where it's pretty much an advice giver. But that's what I was talking about with how like, I utilized AI was I use FYI a lot because it uses the highest form of ChatGPT from what I remember. It might be different now. It was like 2 years ago. But basically it just writes back like contracts, it writes back like kind of anything you prompted to want to do, it writes back, and you just ask it to enhance it, and it does. So it's good. It's good routes for it as a creative to still kind of put the work in, but do it a certain way. You got to be in.
No.
Yeah.
What was the app? Tell me more about the app that you made.
Oh, so basically my app that I'm a co-founder in is called Vita Now. Vita Now is essentially an app where supporters will be able to figure out who they support the most, and then creatives will be able to figure out who's their biggest fan, who supports them the most through platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, basically all of them. Yeah, that's a brief rundown. Feel it like what it is and what it's going to be. For as of now, we are in beta still, but we're looking to launch like right now. Kind of keep the dough down.
How long has the journey been?
2 years, 3 years.
That's 2 years isn't that bad.
It's not that bad.
No.
For what we've been through, it's a lot. Because a lot of people was getting money out for their, ideas, especially within crypto. I didn't come from the crypto space, but I was heavily involved with some specific collectives, and I was DJing for a lot of, they were able to book me, you know, a lot of crypto initiatives and a lot of crypto hacker houses. They were able to book me across all markets, and I got to become more familiar with how it worked. I didn't know all the ins and outs, and I still don't. Yeah, a lot of people were getting funded for, you know, for a lot of ideas that didn't take a lot of persuading, you know. So I think as of now, like we were talking about with college again, it's like, maybe it's good we didn't get that bread up front right away.
Yeah.
We probably been watched that by now. So we're still in the raising phase, and you know, bootstrap, ready to really get to it. If you're watching, maybe download it. Probably put the link to the app store somewhere and send it to you. Yeah, send it to you too. It's pretty dope. But it's gonna be a good feeling. Some platforms are able to distinguish how many people engage with you on that app alone. It'd be an app where you could do it across all platforms. That'd be good. Or how many platforms we're integrated with. As of now, it's up to you.
You bet.
Yeah.
If there's one thing you want people to know about you, what is it?
Well, it's a good question. I'm a lover. I'm scared.
That's funny. I was about to say, I don't fuck around. He said, I'm a lover. Exact opposite.
Nah, I mean, I'm just a go-getter. And I think being in LA, that characteristic is in a lot of people out here, let alone Cali. You know what I mean? And it takes a lot of different qualities to become one. You know what I mean? And if you are deciding to get within the space, within entertainment, music, film, being creative as a whole, you know, you do have to be a go-getter. And I'm not going to say it's hard, because that's just a mindset thing, because, you know what I mean? If you say something is tough, and it's tough to do, and it's tough to make happen, and
It's gotta be.
it's a mindset thing at that point. You know?
You speak it into existence.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you keep saying, oh, it's so hard, or I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
The one time I kept saying, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
one call I would have with my mom, like, I repeated, I don't know.
Mhm.
And she was like, boy, stop saying you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, first, if you're going to figure it out, you
Yeah.
got to stop saying you don't know.
Correct.
Because we both already know you don't know.
Yeah.
So where are we going now?
Yeah.
You feel me? But, the more you say something, the more your brain is going to look for reasons to make it true.
Correct.
You feel me? And the more you're going to plant that level of self-belief in you. So if you're only pointing out the negatives about a situation, you're only going to be paying attention to the negatives of the situation. Even while you're trying to take the steps to get it done, is going to suck because you don't see the highlight of the positives.
Yeah, the process of it. 'Cause the process is the most real thing. To go off what you said too, I think we're all in a space where everyone don't know. You know what I mean? That's what LA really taught me. It being more creative dominated markets is like a lot of people don't know. So it's about, all right, what are we gonna do to at least know more, or to really just get to it and like just say fuck it.
I think that's really
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's like either you sit down and you figure out what you don't know, or you say, like, you gotta make something shake.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you sit down and say, damn, I didn't know all of that.
Yeah.
And then you worry about it.
Yep.
And then everybody else passes you up because they kept it moving.
Even if you haven't got first, you know, like that doesn't mean anything, because someone else who's already said, F it, I'm gonna just go do it. And, you know, it could be the blockade of you even try it in the first place. Or not you, but,
No,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put it out there. And I've been a victim of that. But I'm in a stage now where in 2025, June, and I've been like this since last year. Before I moved out here, it's like I'm just in a stage where I'm like, fuck it. Do it. Whatever happens, happens. You know, as long as it's not that big of a financial risk, it's what's really going to hurt, you know. And if it is a financial investment, it's like, all right, how do you strategically put something together to, you know, make it more? Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that this at least gives me back what I put into it.
Exactly.
Or twice as much.
Yeah.
You know, no. Yeah. And that's something that I feel like is what led me to even take the step to be in here.
Yep.
You feel me? Whereas like, what we were saying at first is looking around or saying, this isn't working, that's not working.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, a lot of shit's not working, but what can I do to put myself in position to even start making money?
Exactly.
Off of what it is I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And then slowly but surely other things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not all of them necessarily were immediately making money back.
Yep.
But some of it is like showing you, oh, you can make money that way too.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? It's like, but until you were in the space or until you saw someone else do it,
Yeah.
you didn't even have the idea.
Yeah, exactly. Especially seeing someone else really make some brand out something you already had an idea of or you're already doing. And, oh, wow, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Present it.
Right. The presentation. It's like, yeah, bro. And that's the one that, bro, in LA, presentation.
Maybe.
The people buy anything if it look right. Yeah.
No, yeah, you know,
They'll buy anything if it look right.
but there's both sides of the spectrum out here. You know, it taught me a lot, come out here a lot already, and I've had to go through a lot of BS to be like, okay, I won't only be around that and revolved around it and involved in anything. So at this point, you know, I'm just staying true to myself. Like I said, you know, I already know the company I keep around me is like pretty much people I've been around for a long time. Already in a relationship. Any free time I got is being dedicated to that. Not that I don't want it to be, but it's just what it is. You know,
Last time we get in trouble, we're dealing with BS. Or,
yeah, I'd rather just be in the crib working remote. Or if I'm not about, it's for a reason. I don't gotta be outside for no reason. And when I mean outside, it means just outside my crib. Like, it doesn't mean going out like to the club or anything. It's just when I leave the house, it's for a reason, because leaving the house is means you're about to spend money on something. And it's gas, snacks, just something you see at the store right quick, or I need support from LA. Cool, you know. But I'd like to stay inside too. Made a nice sanctuary where I'm at. I'm excited to run it up out here for sure.
no, so that. Oh, thank you for tuning in. It's been another episode of Sake Sundays. We got 2 shots here. So I think until it's one.
Yeah. Please get here. I love it. Sir.
And with that being said, it's your boy Diesel.
DJ Teo.
Be safe.
Sir.
Dripping just like sake. Tell them back about me. All about my cheese, cheddar, mozzarella, broccoli. That mean I be eating. Really catch me tweaking. Know that I be working, baby, even on the weekend. Dripping just like sake. Tell them back about me. All about my cheese, cheddar, mozzarella, broccoli.